when we say competition, when we're looking externally, absolutely, competition is key. We need to be one step ahead. But when we're looking internally, I'd rather use the term collaboration, because you can't, if you really want to stay ahead, often you can't do it alone. And so when it comes to government or semi-government organizations or industries, what we've done, again, at DMCC as an example, is that we actually have groups for different industries to come together and collaborate. Because there is obviously the ultimate commercial element to the competition, but also you can certainly learn from each other as you move through. So I would definitely say the key is actually open dialogue and making it more of a collaborative process when it comes to innovating.
So the questioner is asking here about competition. Now, when we have talked previously, we've talked about removing silos within organizations. Do you think that the questioner here is actually talking about silos?
I think this is a brilliant question. I love this question because we have experienced this. I mean, today we are at an international level, competing with the competition. But what were we doing 20 years ago when we were a small organization? And the best example I can give you is when you are about to go for a marathon. You don't want to win it. It's you against you. Even if you're a monopolistic company, if you're the only type on planet Earth, you have no competition. But you have a set of KPIs which you achieved in 2016. Was it the amount of production? Was it the environmental impact? Was it the number of incidents you had? It's your data. Beat that. That is your competition. So it's you against you. It's a lap time. You continually try to improve your own lap time.
But not to do it on your own. So as Suzanne
you
is
do
saying,
it collaboratively. But I think the questioner wanted to know, what if I'm a monopolistic? I have no competition. How do I'm going to benchmark myself against it? Well, benchmark it against your own self and continuously improve on that.
Maybe if I could jump in, I would maybe disagree a little bit with the premise of the question, because in government, almost by definition, government is monopolistic in the sectors in which they operate. But government always finds a way to benchmark its performance against either other countries, other governments, sometimes against the private sector. And if you can't find a benchmark kind of at a macro level, then you can drill down and find sub-indicators or areas in which you can focus and say, we're going to be the best in this, in this specific area, or this specific benchmark. So I think if competition was going to be used, if they wanted to use it as a form of kind of to enable or to drive performance, by opening up the scope a little bit, looking at other geographies, looking at other sectors, you can find other organizations to benchmark.